Hey guys, I know I said it in my other video too, which this one I think is actually first before the other video, but I just feel bad that I haven't had a chance to spend a lot of time on these word problems with you. So I just recorded a couple instructional videos that are very similar to the problems you see here in the study guide, just to make sure you know how to do these problems. Okay, so let me read this problem to you. A total of 38 adult and student tickets were sold for a high school musical. The ticket prices were $10 for adults and $5 for students. A total of $300 was collected from ticket sales. How many adult tickets and student tickets were sold for the summer musical or for the school musical? So when you have problems like this, we like to deal with the number of people, the number of tickets, and the cost of the tickets. And we're going to be writing a system, so you know it's going to be two equations. So I'm going to put number of tickets, because we're going to write an equation for that. And then we'll do an equation for the cost of the tickets. So for the number of tickets, we're just gonna take a look at that first part. It says a total of 38 adult and student tickets were sold. So we have adults attending and we have students attending. So let's define our variables. I'll have A be the number of adults. And because I don't like to use S as a variable because it looks like a 5, I'm going to go ahead and do C, like as in child, for the number of students. Okay, so just focusing on the number of tickets that are sold, we know that there are 38 total. And the only two types of tickets that were sold were adults and students. So adults and students all together, there were 38. So basically we're going to say however many adults came, tickets were sold, plus however many student tickets were sold. We know that that adds up to 38. Now for the cost of the tickets, the total is right here. It's $300. So however much this is how much was made off the tickets. And we know that it's $10 for adults and $5 for students. So however many adult tickets we sold, we're going to multiply that by 10. So I'm going to do 10 times the number of adult tickets sold. And then however many student tickets were sold, we're going to multiply that by 5. Oops, I forgot I did the C. I did a C for this so that I wouldn't get confused, but then I'm getting confused anyways. Well, here we have it. We have a system of linear equations. And we can solve it to find out how many adults and how many students bought tickets to this. So if you're feeling good about this at this point, you know how to solve that by graphing or substitution, you can just stop your video and move on. But if you want to see me solve this in its entirety, you can just keep watching. So here, well, first of all, we're going to have to solve for a variable. And I like to solve for one of these easy ones that you're not going to have to divide and end up with weird fractions on. So I'm going to solve for A. I'm going to subtract C from both sides. So this will be 38 minus C. Now I'm going to take this, which is the same thing as that first equation, just in a different form, and I'm going to plug it in right here for A. So this will be 10 times the whole thing, 38 minus C, plus 5C is equal to 300. And let's go ahead and distribute here. Okay. And combine like terms. I'm going to subtract 380 from both sides. Divide both sides by -5. And I find that the number of student tickets is going to be 16. Okay, so here's our first piece of information. We have 16 students that purchased tickets. And then we know that that's 38 total. So we're just gonna plug it in here or just subtract it from 38. And we get 22 adults. Okay, I don't wanna just leave it like that. I do wanna also plug it into this second equation to check my answer. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Oh, you guys can't even see all this stuff I just did. So sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna plug these two values into this second equation here. So this will be 10 times 22 plus 5 times 16 equals 300. So this is 220, this is 80, and I can already see that we are good to go. Now in your answer checker, don't put any labels with it. You would just type in, like when you actually do the question that's in your study guide, just type in the number, so 16, 22. And I put spots for each students and adults. All right, like I said before, if you need me, email me. And it helps if you email me a picture of your work because then I can easily help you. I can see what mistake you're making and help you fix it. Have a great day, Bobcats.